welcome to This Week in Wrestling. I am Jennifer from Cultaholic, and joining me today is Jack and Ross. Hi, gents. How are we?
Hello, woman with expressive face. That's the last time I'll ever say that.
Is it? Have we not got another one?
I've only been given this one today, so that's it. It's the final time. Woman with expressive face.
Oh, I wonder if it will carry on without you.
Yeah, maybe. Who knows?
Anyway, how are we? Good?
Yeah.
Fabulous.
Been researching the selection process for the Dalai Lama. It's just fascinating.
What?
Yeah, I've had an interesting lunch break today. It's been good.
How does that happen?
Well, for the last one, for example, the old Dalai Lama, his body, apparently its head had moved, pointing in the direction of the new Dalai Lama. They go and find the kid, right? They found three lads, little 2-year-olds. Two of them got rejected, and one of them was, it's a bit like X Factor.
I was going to say, Jesus, start them young.
You've made it to judges' houses. So, no disrespect to any religious leaders in the world. So then the third one was apparently a fearless child, and then they gave him possessions of the old Dalai Lama, and he had to pick which ones belonged to the old one, and he did. And they were like, this is the new Dalai Lama, this kid.
So just off pure luck.
No, it's only one of the
I had that hat. That's it. New Dalai Lama.
One of the spiritual leaders will like meditate at this lake in the middle of Tibet, where it's like the spiritual site, and you'll get a vision. This one had like a monastery with a blue roof, so that's how they found the village and the direction of the. Oh,
that's really fascinating.
Yeah, I've had quite the half hour.
It's a wrestling angle.
I was going to say that, but moving on, shall we? We'll go to March the 12th. And it's 2018, and it's Raw. And I love this storyline, like I really did. It's when John Cena challenged The Undertaker for a WrestleMania match after his plan. Well, that was the original plan, wasn't it? And then
he wanted to win the championship first, and he made a mess of that at Fastlane in the 6-man match.
Yeah.
Well, we wanted to do Undertaker first, did you not see?
He wanted to win the Rumble. You tried to win the Rumble.
John Cena's a desperate man. He wanted to do many things and failed at a lot of them. And then finally, this was like the backup plan, which was initially the first plan.
Yeah, that's it. So he went back to it because after that match with AJ and Kevin Owens, Sami Zayn, Dolph Ziggler, and who else was in it?
Dolph Ziggler. Just made me laugh there. What a weird year or so he's had. Or 2 years.
No. Well, anyway, he would go on to challenge The Undertaker to get to WrestleMania. And I loved this because it was so exciting because it was like, will he, won't he? And then he was going and he just bought a ticket.
And then they put Undertaker in the programme before WrestleMania. Ruined it.
Oh.
Arseholes.
I didn't know that watching it, though.
I didn't know watching it either.
I mean,
was so excited.
You can't dangle that carrot and not do it, can you?
No, well, because like
imagine if they didn't.
I know, could you imagine? No, but I genuinely thought it was going to be a big thing. Like you'll see John Cena going to his wee seat that he's got, like with all the punters, and then
that was the highlight of WrestleMania.
Right.
But then,
pissed John off 2 pints with his jeans.
Like I thought it was going to be. I had this great idea that it was going to be like Taker was actually in his seat, and he'd go and be like, "Excuse me."
I remember this. And it was going to be. He's just going to be in his seat.
Yeah, and he'd be like, "Excuse me, sir," and then it's like turn around and oh my god. And it starts.
No.
7 foot The Undertaker sat in a seat in the crowd. He wouldn't stick out at all, would he?
There was
He's just got a
glasses
on.
There was a very good tweet, which happened during WrestleMania, where the woman sat next to Cena was pregnant, and someone was like, "When Undertaker gets born from her, that's going to be his entrance to WrestleMania." That kid now, because the kid will have been born now, I assume. That's like the new Undertaker. It's like the Dalai Lama. It's like the new Undertaker.
Could you imagine, point to which hat was Undertaker's?
Oh. I watched a list on YouTube about the Undertaker's son. Big ginger man.
Yeah. He doesn't wrestle, does he?
No.
But what else happened at this Raw? This was when Braun as well won the Tag Team Battle Royal to go up against Sheamus and Cesaro, and it would lead to that.
This was the
unlikely tag team.
The confirmation that the Raw Tag Team division is a pile of hoop, as we would say in Newcastle.
Do they?
A pile of hoop.
I bet you really liked this. Nicholas and stuff.
I loved it. Yeah. Imagine being Nicholas, so what a huge it's just
he's a Raw Tag Team champion forever.
Exactly, forever and ever. And whose kid was he?
John Cohen.
Referee John Cohen.
He was reffing that match, which was nice. I like that.
See?
Keep an eye on him. Make sure he's all right.
I thought that was lovely.
Yeah, he had to give it up because of his schedule, though.
School.
put the business before school, really, shouldn't you?
I liked when Braun's walking through the crowd to find him, and he walks past like Trent Seven,
Johnny
like,
Moss.
He's like walking past wrestlers.
Former WCPW Tag Team Champion Johnny Moss turns him down. That's a track record I've ever seen one before in my life.
Oh, it was a fun Raw. Moving on to March the 13th, and it's 2004, and it's the first WWE Hall of Fame to be held since 1996, which is good.
You said 6 like a normal person then.
What? It's only taken me a year. Did I? Oh.
Yeah, 6.
6.
It came out 6. Amazing.
Oh, I'm sorry, lads. It's been a whole gimmick all along. But yeah, no, I love Hall of Fame. And I'm glad that it's
Shock, horror.
No, I like.
Do you love Hillbilly Jim's speech, do you?
I didn't.
Oh!
I did.
How? Why?
Because it was inspiring.
How pissed were you when it was going on?
Probably quite.
I thought so. 'Cause that's the only way to get through that without wanting to kill yourself.
No, it was quite inspiring. And it was like, you can tell that it just meant so much to him.
It meant a hell of a lot to him.
Exactly.
There's no doubt about that, but there's no reason he had to go on for 45 minutes.
Well,
To an hour, maybe 2 hours.
was it that long?
Oh, it was maybe 3 hours. It felt like that long.
I thought it was darling because I was just like
Darling?
I did think
Interesting
it was
word.
darling because he's just it's dead nice. I
He
love
looked in great shape. He
Oh,
looked
he looks
fantastic.
fantastic,
Yeah,
Nick.
yeah.
it. I loved
His
it.
voice box was in great nick as well. He used it a hell of a lot.
But yeah, so who got inducted this year or that on 2004? Jesse Ventura, Don Morocco, Tito Santana. What am I saying? Superstar Billy Graham, Sergeant Slaughter, Greg Valentine, Bobby Heenan, Harley Race, Pete Rose, and posthumously Big John Studd and the Junkyard Dog.
It's a very strong class, that.
Go,
It is, isn't
just
it?
go and watch Bobby Heenan's. It's like a standout routine. It's
great.
fantastic.
I've not watched
The
it.
best speech, my
Oh.
favourite speech of all time.
It's
really?
really good.
Oh, it's just hilarious.
That's quite.
It's sad in
ironic.
hindsight now that he's passed away.
Yeah.
But it's really good.
He owned the room.
And then there's a sad bit at the end as well when he's been cracking jokes all the way through, and at the end he goes like, I wish Monsoon was here. And it's like, oh, yeah, it's really sad. Yeah.
Oh.
Roller coaster.
Yeah.
Oh, that sounds like an absolute like.
Yeah.
Oh,
Do you remember
so
Jake
many
the Snake gave quite an emotional one? It was quite dark about how difficult it was in the business and stuff, but it was fantastic. He's really good. There's been some great speeches,
There have been some
as well
great
as
speeches,
some.
and I know people moan about Hall of Fame, but
I like it.
It
I
just
think
takes
it's
too
really
long.
nice.
Everyone needs capped.
Well-
Inductors, is that the right word? Need capped to 2 minutes. Inductees, 10 to 12. Maybe a bit longer. Just not 45 minutes to 3 hours like Hillbilly Jim.
oh bless. Who have we got this year? DX and Honky Tonk Man been announced.
Apparently, it's I don't know who said this, but apparently Tori Wilson.
Heard that as well.
Oh really?
And there's one more. I forgot who it was. Bloody hell.
Taz is the rumor.
No, oh, what?
What?
Have you not heard the rumor that Taz would be?
Oh, wow, no.
Because it's in New York, New Jersey.
Why am I laughing? I'm disrespecting. I'm going to get shot on Twitter.
No,
Yeah.
Taz,
did not hear
Taz
that.
is a legend of the business.
I love Taz.
Not so
but
much
I just,
WWE, ECW.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't get me wrong. I absolutely love Taz, but like,
It just feels a
that's
bit weird,
quite.
doesn't it?
Yeah, it's
It's
quite.
just,
Hall
a,
of
ru-
Fame.
it's just a rumor at this
It
stage.
wasn't Taz the one I saw. I've forgotten who it was. Doesn't matter. But Tori Wilson's apparently one of them.
Who else has been confirmed for it?
Honky Tonk Man.
Honky
and
Tonk
DX.
Man,
and
that's
DX.
it, right.
So the ones that I know of.
Honky Tonk Man, Mr. Hall of Fame's a pile of hoop. Ah,
Oh
funny.
dear.
Funny,
oh
funny.
dear. But we'll stay on the 13th, and it's 2011, and this is actually really sad. This was Victory Road, TNA's Victory Road, which, let's face it, is mostly known for Jeff Hardy and
Yeah.
Sting, and him obviously being a bit worse for wear.
That's an understatement.
I know, I'm trying to be like nice about it. It's something that's like, it's clearly a super embarrassment to him, and
He owns it, though.
yeah, no, he mentioned it in his documentary thing, didn't he?
Yeah.
Like,
Let Samoa Joe take the piss out of him on SmackDown these days for it.
yeah,
Well, you know what I mean.
kind of.
Apparently, yeah, but nobody saw him all day long until there was time to go out there and do the match. And then Bischoff was like, oh, he's there, but he can't walk. And he walked out.
So bad.
And then Bischoff had to come out and whisper in the referee's ear, this is what we're doing. Sting's just going to
Yeah.
pin you.
Well, he goes out
Aye.
and he like shakes like Jeff's hand, and like, cause Jeff did this whole big thing where he was like going for his t-shirt, like when he threw
Yeah.
his t-shirt and all that. I mean, that was
Je-
you can just see Sting like.
Jeff was a heel at the time, and he was Bischoff's like boy. So Bischoff has to come out and pretend to be pals with him, and you can tell Bischoff's like fuming and
Yeah.
panicking. He's like, "Yeah, that's right. It's a no DQ match, Sting." And then he shakes hands with Sting.
That's when he
And then
tells
goes
him.
like, hit me. And then Sting goes, "Gah," and then it's on. And it's like
Sting's fuming as well.
Oh, you can tell Sting's just
Aye.
like, get him out here. Like, it's a sin. It's a sin if you've not watched it. Then it's...
I feel bad because obviously it was Jeff's fault primarily, right? But they should never have let him go out there ever.
I don't know whose call that was when they found him.
It was just the fact that they didn't see him up until that moment. Then they're like, oh,
he's there.
Oh,
I
Right.
think
God.
it was just a panic thing.
Yeah.
And just
Well,
being like, just get him out, just get him
it's
out.
like you see him for like a split second and go, wow, ooh.
He had time to get painted up though. He was wearing paint at the time, wasn't
Yeah.
he?
Yeah, but he used to, I mean, that's what they used to say though. Like, he used to just apparently disappear for like hours on end. And it was like a kind of normal thing for him to just like not be there.
Yeah.
And then all of a sudden, I don't know, it was really sad. But other things happened on it. What else did happen on it? Tommy Dreamer defeated Billy Ray. Classic hardcore.
Sounds good. That.
Yeah. Mexican America defeated Angelina Love and Winter for the Knockouts Tag Team Championships, which is hilarious because I was like, Mexican America. I was trying to remember who they were, and it's like Zelina Vega.
Oh.
Uh-huh.
Fair play.
Yeah.
Didn't realize she'd been in the business for that long.
Yeah, me neither. When I think about it, I was like, that's bizarre. Anyway, Hernandez defeated Matt Morgan.
I used to think that Matt Morgan was the future.
Did you? I think everybody
Around
did,
this
you know.
time when he was the
Yeah.
blueprint.
Oh, he had a cape.
He's just the most annoying beard in wrestling.
pop
Whoa!
Oh,
Has he?
Is this you not liking something?
Has he got a bad
Just like
beard?
his beard.
Is it patchy?
Stuck up. No, it was like a wee elf shoe. I used to always think his profile. It was just like, I don't know.
Jericho had that once.
I don't know. Just
Yeah.
don't like that either.
No, right, fair enough.
Look at me,
That's
so negative.
that's a heel beard, though, isn't it? Just it worked on you. You're working yourself into a shoot, brother.
Oh, so annoying. Kazarian defeated Robbie E.
Jeremy and Max Buck.
Yeah.
What did they ever do?
Beer Money Incorporated.
Ink.
Fantastic.
AJ Styles defeated Matt Hardy, Mr. Anderson and Rob Van Dam fought to a double count out to determine the number one contender for the TNA Heavyweight Championship, and then obviously Sting and Jeff Hardy.
In 88 seconds, it says here. Which is longer than I remember it being.
Yeah, totally.
Yeah.
I mean, in terms of action, it has to be about 9.
There's a lot of story, yeah. And then he just gives him a shoot. Scorpion
I just
death
had
roll.
Death
like
row.
we have a wee scuffle like in the corners
Yeah.
for ages and stuff like that.
And then
all
you
I
see
remember.
when he pins Jeff tries to kick out and he just holds him
Yeah.
down. And then I think Jeff like scratches him in panic or something. Like he's trying to kick out so much that he like, and then Sting's a bit like, "What are you doing?" Like little
You're
badge.
just not a chance.
On his way out, the fans are chatting like, "This is bull," and Sting goes, "I agree." He just shouts, "I agree." On his
Does
way out.
he?
Yeah.
Oh, so he does. Yeah, because he's right
Yeah.
at the top of the ramp.
I mean,
He's
you
like,
would if you were in that position, weren't you?
I mean, he was dealt a diddler there.
Unbelievable scenes.
Aye.
I thought if you want an NWO doing that's me. I'm just...
He was on drugs. I
Delta
wouldn't go
Diddler,
that
that's a
far.
one.
Jeez.
Moving on. So, March the 14th, it's 2004, and it's WrestleMania 20.
Where it all
began
begins again.
I like that.
Yeah?
Where it all began again. Bringing it back around. Yeah.
Yeah, no, it was good.
There's a lot more than I remember actually happening. That
Yeah,
happened.
that's like, I was looking at it and I was like, I don't really remember.
I miss
that
those
happening,
days of 2-minute matches just because we're all idiots who with short attention spans. Bollocks to these 30-minute masterpiece matches. Bollocks to them.
It's an eventful WrestleMania. Loads of
It's
stuff
like
happened.
loads and loads will happen. So we'll like run down and have a wee look. Because there's like, as much as like so much did happen, the only thing that really stands out for me was Stone Cold and like doing the stunner on Goldberg and Brock Lesnar. That was the only thing that I could really properly remember.
Really?
Can I remember
WrestleMania.
the Taker's return?
Be like,
And then
genuinely.
the ending, which is difficult to watch now, but the ending moment as well in the ring with Guerrero and Benoit and the confetti.
Yeah, like in hindsight, yeah, but
Right.
like see when I was like looking back and being like WrestleMania 20. I was
Do you
like,
remember
oh,
Kane's entrance?
No,
Well, the city was on fire. It was
Oh, yes.
badass.
I don't remember that. I thought,
Yeah,
oh,
they had the Tron. There's just the city on
I
fire.
really
Badass.
like how you're waiting for the gong, you're waiting for the dead man to return, and you just hear, "Woo, yeah!" It's great. Love Bearer. I watched this entrance recently. He comes down the ramp with the urn and stuff. Undertaker's nowhere to be seen yet. Gets down the bottom of the ramp and Kane's like looking at him and he goes like, "You're no son of mine." It's really good.
Oh, Bearer's the best. We'll see what happens. Let's refresh my memory, shall we? So John Cena defeated the Big Show.
It's so weird to watch this match because John Cena's properly our,
Word life.
like properly
Don't-
popular.
Our.
Our. Jolly
what
for
he said,
Newcastle. Right, it's weird being in New York with the Smarks, and they're all cheering him like a good little boy.
Well, there you go. Rob Van Dam and Booker T defeated Garrison Cade and Mark Jindrak, the Dudley Boys and La Resistance, to retain the World Tag Team Champions. Christian defeated Chris Jericho.
And then he necked on with Trish. Whoa!
Turned heel. That Jezebel. Apparently, I was listening to a Lapsed Fans podcast on this WrestleMania. Apparently, Christian and Trish were very reluctant to neck on because they were both in very committed relationships. So they apparently do. I've not watched it back, but apparently they do like the fakest stage kiss.
Like one of the hand over
like a big like arm going over. Yeah,
that's hilarious. Evolution defeated the Rock and Sock Connection. Tori Wilson and Sable defeated Stacey Keibler and Miss Jackie in a Playboy evening gown match. Chavo Guerrero last pinned Rey Mysterio to win the Cruiserweight Open and retain the championship.
it was when his dad helped him.
Chavo Classic.
Chavo Classic came down.
Goldberg defeated Brock Lesnar with Stone Cold as the special referee.
One of the worst WrestleMania matches ever.
Yeah, it was great.
Oh, yeah.
On the topic of Stone
But
Cold,
then that's why I was so excited, and I think I totally remember like him hitting Stunner on both of them.
have
So
you
I was like,
have you seen that Stone Cold's a fan of Richard Tubman?
oh my gosh! I have! I was so excited for him. I was like, can you believe it? Like, oh, what a pop.
They had a bit of a chat afterwards in the not in the DM, sorry, in the just the tweets afterwards.
Stone Cold rang Richard Tubman on the phone. Hey, Richard. I can't do an impression.
He
I didn't see there was a chat.
He retweeted it once, then he retweeted it again because he loved it so much. He went, "One more round," or something like that. Tubman put like, "So glad to hear this has brought you so much joy," or something. And Austin put, "Just sad that I didn't clear the airspace for Scott Hall's like body." Yeah.
Oh, that was so exciting. Yeah, I got really excited when I saw that.
Big weekend for Tubbs.
I
Yeah,
know,
really good.
because like when I saw it, I mean, it was already like proper gone viral when I'd seen it.
I think Razor Ramon also, Scott Hall also
Did he?
got involved.
Nick
in it.
Aldis as well.
See, like, Tubman, what a guy.
He's the talk of the town.
What a guy. What else happened? Rikishi and Scotty 2 Hotty defeated the world's greatest tag team, the Basham Brothers.
Wait,
the
you've got to leave a
APA
gap
and
there. You can't say the world's greatest tag team, the Basham Brothers.
No.
It's
Oh,
the
sorry,
world's
I thought
greatest-
people would have got that.
Sorry.
because-
No, it just sounded like you were
That's
just
not
giving
me.
your opinion, just like love Doug and Danny.
They were good after they stopped being little kinky bastards with Shaniqua.
Yeah, true.
Oh. I said that, didn't I? Yeah, I said
You
I
did
watched
say
a
me
few of
that.
those. Why did that make television? Just a dominatrix spanking a couple of ball fellas.
Just
That's some entertainment,
it's
isn't
like
it?
Paul Heyman being like, oh, never mind me. Like, it's hilarious. Victoria defeated Molly Holly to retain the women's championship, and then this would be when she would shave Molly's head.
Credit to
I
Molly.
played a Molly.
Yeah,
Because I heard, like, she
absolutely.
said she wasn't on the card, and she was like to Vince McMahon, I'd do anything to get on the card. Shave your head! He's like, I'll do that then.
Oh, I love her so much. Oh dear, Eddie Guerrero
Oh,
defeated.
sorry. Have you seen that? Do you see what? Oh, they said Nixon Tegan Knox said
Mm-hmm.
someone did a gif of like her doing the Molly go round off the top. But the Molly go round returning to WWE soon, and she was like, "That's the plan." So she's going to bring back the finisher for Molly
Aww.
Good.
Well, that's nice.
because she's like a hero, I think.
Is she?
Molly Holly's like Nixon's
Yes.
hero. Yeah.
Oh, I love it. Eddie Guerrero defeated Kurt Angle to retain the WWE
He
Championship.
took his boot off. Sneaky. Have you seen how he wins?
I can't remember it.
He
honestly.
cheated.
Well, he didn't.
I need to go
don't
back
think
and
he
watch
did,
this
you know?
Mania. 'cause
He
I don't know why I can't
Angle's
remember it.
been working the foot, obviously, quite a lot. Eddie's in so much pain that like he has to loosen his boot. And then Angle goes for the ankle lock again and the boot pops off. And Eddie takes advantage, like rolls him up or something.
Smart.
Angle's just left in the ring with the boot
With a shoe.
and just throws it at Eddie. So Eddie picks it up and like kisses it.
I can't remember any of this, man. The Undertaker defeated Kane.
Yes.
And Chris Benoit defeated Triple H and Shawn Michaels. in a triple threat to win the World Heavyweight Championship.
It's a wicked match. It's so good. It's one of the best triple threats ever.
I definitely need to go back and watch this. Why can't I remember it?
It's such a good match, and it's obviously a shame how everything panned out afterwards. But what a good WrestleMania that, or an eventful one, ups and downs. Yeah,
definitely. We'll stay though on the 14th, and it's 2008. This is a nice day. This is good. When Vince McMahon receives a star on the Hollywood Walk of Fame. If you went and visited, you would 100% go and find that star, wouldn't you?
Of course you would.
Yeah.
Number 2,357, next to Kermit the Frog.
That's the best.
Yeah.
You get a double picture. I don't know how they're laid out.
Two titans of entertainment.
But apparently Vince loves that, and I think that's the best.
I can imagine Vince loving the Muppet Show.
Yeah.
Where's Gonzo?
Look at those puppets. It wasn't Kermit on.
I'm sure they did do something.
I remember Sheamus and Beaker.
Yeah.
Sheamus and Beaker, and I think it was Santino and the Cook, whatever it was called.
Swedish Chef.
I don't know. That might have been a dream I had. I don't know.
Just wishful thinking.
Have you got a favourite Muppet?
The guy in the animal.
Mine's Animal as well.
Yeah, on the drums.
Mine's Peggy.
Okay, Miss
I
Peggy.
love Miss Peggy.
I used to have a poster in my bedroom when I was a teenager with Animal
Miss
on
Peggy?
it. With Animal on it.
Oh, no.
And it said Party Animal.
Oh, yeah.
I was like 40.
You're wild. I love it. But what was this thing? Like, I didn't quite understand this. And it says in August 2016, the star won the DDT Pro Iron Man Heavyweight.
What do you mean you don't understand?
Like, how did it win it?
The star won a championship
How
belt.
did it?
I'm
How did it
assuming-
win it though? I've not seen it.
I'm
How did
assuming
it-
someone tapped on the star
I imagine,
or
yeah.
something like that.
I didn't care to look into
Jen,
how it happened.
I've won that belt.
I
Like,
know,
it just happens, right?
It's more because I was like, how did it? It can't move. Like, to even like.
Vince
Do you know
picked
what I
it
mean?
out the ground with his bare hands and put it down to pin somebody.
Because this sounds daft, but I understand like the ladder winning it and stuff like that because it's movable. Like it can pin somebody technically, but how did this happen?
Someone might have tripped on it and tapped out or got knocked unconscious or something.
I would imagine a submission, yeah.
One time an audience won it at an indie show because they all gave a round of because I can't remember exactly how they won it, but the audience then lost it because they all gave a round of applause and that was them
Still
tapping
tapping
out. Yeah.
That's
I
very
love
clever,
this
that.
belt. It's so funny.
Yeah, Joey Ryan's lost it, but it's back in Japan now though, so there's no way. I want to become a big old 3-time winner, but
There's still time.
I don't know.
Hilarious. March the 16th in 2001. And it's a sad day for WCW as Monday Nitro and Thunder are both cancelled on the Turner Network. Yeah. Obviously, this would lead to the big sale for...
Well, it's just the final nail in the coffin because when you lose your TV, you are completely worthless.
Yeah. Because that's why it went so obviously the numbers and stuff are all here it was apparently just bought for just over 4 million. Like losing that TV deal, I take it that's why.
Vince bought the libraries and the copyrights, didn't he? That's all he got.
Like that would have been the money, but I'm guessing that's why it was so cheap because there was no TV deal.
Now, who's this shadowy Jamie Kellner figure? Because you hear about him. I've read the death of WCW. Everyone says that for all the factors that contributed to the death of WCW, like the finger poke of doom or Russo winning the belt and all this sort of stuff. Apparently, Jamie Kellner is the big if it wasn't for the Time Warner merger thing, then it wouldn't have. That was as Ross said, the final nail in the coffin. But I don't know what Jamie Kellner. I don't know who he is. That's the only thing I've ever heard about him.
He did just apparently come on board as well. Did he not
I'm gonna Google him.
I don't know. I think it says obviously that he just kind of been recently installed by Turner Broadcasting.
Right,
but
and he didn't care about wrestling or something.
Yeah, I
right.
don't know if that's maybe what I've read somewhere, and it was
God,
just
he's like the modern day Greg Davis. There's a name for you. Is it Greg Davis? I'm sure it's Greg Davis.
Is it not a comedian?
Yeah, not the guy with the in-betweeners.
Oh,
I'm sure the guy who ran ITV, who cancelled World of Sport back in the day in the 80s. Oh, what a bastard.
Jamie Kellner looks like such a suit.
Does he?
What a slimy bastard.
Oh, that's a nice picture.
Oh,
not this one on the right.
This is the
right.
man who...
Fair enough, that's not nice.
Blame the... He killed WCW.
Oh.
I don't watch WCW, so maybe I'm so bad.
Boom.
I don't know.
Get up.
But yeah, that was the day it was cancelled.
It was sad though. It had been on the air for 30 years and it was just gone.
Yeah,
Let's
It was.
go.
It was.
Yeah.
But we'll move on.
You can't stop us.
So March the 17th, we'll go to 2000, and this was the release of Beyond the Mat.
Big day.
It was a huge day.
The best wrestling film of all time.
Ooh.
Maybe.
Do you prefer it to Wrestling with Shadows?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, I prefer it.
Right.
Like,
Better than Sting's half shoot, half act thing. What was that called? Sting's? When he's in the hotel room doing his acting.
I don't know.
I don't know. It's a weird. Because I saw that when I was quite young, and I thought that's just a film. That's just people acting, but it's actually like based on a true
Oh,
story.
really?
I think. Yeah.
Did not know that.
It's a weird thing to watch.
It's weird that of all the stuff that Beyond the Mat showed, the thing that everyone cites the most is the Droz thing. He's going to puke. Yeah. I guess it's just a window
I don't
into
know, like,
Vince's.
I
It's the-
kind of
the
like,
stuff
I
with,
like Foley
Noelle,
and
yeah.
all that.
Oh, yeah, when
That's
she's
what I kind
crying,
of like,
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
what I really remember it
When
for.
we'll find out her favourite word is nibble. It's a good fact for you there.
It's a fact.
Why did he sit her in, like, they're really near the front, Noelle and her mum.
Well, Rock went too far, didn't he?
Rock
There's a bit
just
of a
got
misunderstanding.
I don't know if that, what, I mean...
Well, apparently they meant to have agreed on 5 or something, weren't they? But The Rock was like, he's not staying down, I'll just keep going.
That was horrible
Yeah.
watching that bit.
There's the bit afterwards when he's getting his head stapled back together. It's like, oh.
And they're just like, the wee ones are there, and you can just tell that Colette is not pleased.
He's back to work the next day, now wrong.
What a lad, what a lad.
Oh.
But yeah, this was made on a half, which is kind of bizarre. It was like a $500,000 budget, right? But I like, is it just me? It seemed like a lot
Travelling.
less. Oh.
Yeah, it does just seem like...
Do you know? I don't know
Yeah.
if that's maybe just because of the age of it, but like
It is
even
like a home documentary style thing, but
Yeah.
it'd be all the travelling and the logistics. And
That's a good point, actually. I never thought.
I imagine
of it like
Jake
that.
Roberts got paid for his appearance and stuff like that. I wonder how he got back.
Oh, wow,
Someone
it
will
turned
know,
a
yeah.
profit.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I
it
never
turned
knew
out-
that.
yeah.
Wow.
It turned over 2 million in the box office.
Jesus.
Which is
Fair play.
huge, like
Yeah.
for I think a wrestling based show. but
Speaking
maybe-
of... Has anyone seen Fighting With My Family yet?
yeah,
Have you?
Is it good?
I really loved it.
No
I
way.
was so lucky. No way.
No, but...
No, I loved it. It was genuinely like I cried like 3 times in it.
Apparently,
as
there's a twist at the end.
Ooh.
Someone told me this on Twitter because I've not seen it yet.
Twist.
Yeah, I thought it was a pretty
I was
basic
gonna
story,
say, no,
but
it's like there's not a twist. There's not. Do you think they mean the fact that Zach's in it?
Oh, right.
Like actual.
oh,
Oh, is he?
He's
don't
in
know.
it. Yeah, he plays like he's not playing himself, obviously,
No.
but he's like there's a wee cameo.
someone's
appearance
lied
of
to me
him.
on Twitter then.
A
Um,
twist? I don't think. Maybe not. Like had a pint, but like, I don't think so. I loved it though. I really did. I genuinely loved it. It's
like the
very
end of
British
Grease.
comedy.
She gets in her car and flies off. Richard went to see it as well. He's had a massive weekend.
Yeah,
And
I
he
was
said,
gonna say, look at
he said it was good as well. He said it was really good.
I
So-
enjoyed it. But anything with like Stephen Merchant and Nick Frost in it, I'm gonna be a big fan of. They do just kind of miss out NXT completely.
Do they?
Yeah, they don't really talk about her NXT type.
What did she do there? Nothing.
But it's awesome. I loved it. So yeah. So we're still on March the 17th, but it's 2002 now, and it's WrestleMania 18.
X8, you
I hate
silly goose.
18,
It's
man.
X8, you silly goose.
18.
It's X8.
It's 18. Oh, I like to do them chronologically.
But number.
Is
What?
that right?
Yeah.
Yeah, chronological
like
is the right word. I like
numerically?
I like to
Yeah,
say
but X8 is still. It's just like half and half, innit?
I don't like
We're
it.
going half to Italy and half back
I
here.
know, it's so confusing.
Whoa.
Like,
Throwing a paperclip. I do apologise.
you love a wee paper
I do
clip
like
in here.
twiddling a paperclip.
Oh.
WrestleMania X8 then. So this would be, it was the last Mania under the
F.
WWF.
Get the F out. Let's set a hedge on fire to prove the point. What was the other adverts they did for that? I remember the hedge one. That's all I can remember.
Honestly, don't have a clue.
I'm thinking of a different. I think for one of the SmackDown games where Kurt Angle checks into the SmackDown hotel.
That's
and
there.
he's just-
SmackDown
he's
2,
being
that
a
one.
knob. It's so
Know your
good.
role. Fantastic little thing.
I love it. But what happened on this WrestleMania? Let's have a look. So Rob Van Dam defeated William Regal for the Intercontinental Championship. Diamond Dallas Page defeated Christian.
I love Christian in this.
man.
There he is in his hometown of Toronto. What was it?
was this in Toronto?
Residing in what was it? Florida.
I don't
I've
know
just
whether
ruined
I
it.
don't know.
they
He
off-
changed his location to get some heat, like a proper heel.
Cheeky.
DDP was so wasted.
Yeah.
Do you see when the pop when he's the stalker and everyone's like, oh, it's so good, and then never mind.
I love DDP. Maven fought Goldust, Hardcore Championship. Spike Dudley defeated Maven to win the Hardcore Championship.
Oh, this was the one with all the backstage shenanigans.
Yeah, Hurricane defeated Spike Dudley to win the Hardcore Championship. Kurt Angle defeated Kane. Undertaker defeated Ric Flair in a no DQ.
Arn Anderson with the best spine buster ever. Do you remember that spot?
Uh-uh.
Undertaker's in his heel, big evil
Uh-huh.
mode. He's battering Ric Flair all over the place, like Flair's bleeding and stuff. And you think all hope's lost for Ric Flair.
Uh-huh.
The referee gets bumped, and Taker like hits the ropes or whatever, and just in a black polo shirt and like trousers, Arn just slides in, plants him with a spine buster. It's so
Really?
good, and he sits up out of it and goes like, yeah, and it's like, go on.
Do you see that
Get in.
promo on Twitter on Friday from an Alan Cheapshot fella? From Arn. Arn's dressed like the village people. It's from the 80s.
It's so good.
He's got jeans on, no shirt, some wacky glasses and a hat. And he's talking about his muscles being like strategically placed and stuff like that. It's like the best pro I've ever heard. Like the way to describe your physique.
That's hilarious.
All where it should be.
Yeah.
All looking the way it should.
It's all functional.
I've not seen that. You need to send that.
Fantastic.
That's hilarious. Edge defeated Booker T.
Oh,
Um,
that was the feud about hair, like shampoo.
Yeah, Japanese shampoo.
They were fighting over,
Oh, that
Booker
rings.
T. Was it Booker T got the deal in the end?
Yeah.
Over Edge?
Oh, did he?
I
Oh,
think
fair
think
enough.
so. I can't remember.
Mighty Molly defeated Hurricane.
She turned on him.
Steve Austin defeated Scott Hall.
Richard
He sent him into space with a stunner.
Tubman.
Billy and Chuck defeated the APA, the Dudley Boys, and the Hardys to retain the Tag Team Championships. Christian defeated Mighty Molly for the Hardcore. Rock defeated Hollywood Hulk Hogan.
Oh.
That was the icon
Yeah.
one, wasn't
Should have been the main event.
it? Jazz.
Triple H wouldn't have it though.
Why? Oh,
Because he's
he's
Triple H.
obviously. I was like, what?
Egotistical arsehole.
No.
Not true. Leave him alone.
I feel like Triple H has righted a lot of his past wrongs in the past few
Yes.
years.
Oh, of course he has.
absolutely.
Yeah.
I
But
think
in
he's-
2002, it's clearly was a bit of an egotistical arsehole.
Oh.
Paul.
By the way, The Rock's fantastic in this match because he realizes that the crowd aren't going to cheer him, so
Yeah.
he starts to like subtly be a bit more heelish, and it really works well. It's good.
Good.
It's really good from Dwayne.
Jazz defeated Lita and Trish. And then Maven defeated Christian for the Hardcore. And then Triple H defeated Chris Jericho to win the Undisputed.
For the memory of that dog.
Oh yeah.
That's why he did it.
Yeah.
I've forgotten the name of the
What
dog.
Oh.
Rosie?
Yeah, was it something like that?
Yeah, Chris Jericho ran over. Well, no, unintentionally ran over the dog. Or was it
yeah.
Triple H in a limo? A dog died in the making of that film. in the making of that film. The making of that feud.
An animal was hurt.
Oh dear.
Not really. But we've got a couple of deaths. So we'll move on to that. So on the 13th in 2007, sadly we would lose Arnold Scaland. Did I pronounce that right? Yeah.
Arnold Scaland.
Scotland. So yeah, he was a manager for Bruno Sammartino and Bob Backlund, who actually both won the heavyweight championship under his reign. I did not know that, which I thought was a nice wee fact. So sadly we'll lose him. In 2009, also on the 13th, was really sad. We lost Test. He was found dead.
That was crazy. That I remember
know.
thinking like, wow, Test, because he was.
I don't know. That's 10 years ago.
Was it?
10 years
Bloody
ago.
hell.
How nuts is that?
Yeah. I
It's
feel
one
like-
of these ones as well, just because he was like such, like you grew up with him. Like,
Yeah.
he was the first one I kind of remember thinking, what? Like,
Yeah. Same for me, because like, at the time, I can't remember why, but I think I'd properly got out of wrestling when Eddie and Benoit died.
yeah.
And then when Tested, I was slowly sort of paying more attention again. And I was
Yeah.
like, whoa, yeah, it was
Oh,
crazy.
it's so sad. And then also on the 13th, but in 2017, we would lose Dennis Stamp.
Dennis Stump.
The I'm Not Bookman.
Yeah, from
He's a bit of a
Beyond the
meme
Mat.
these days, yeah.
Oh.
I don't do tricks. That was
Oh,
that was
right.
that. And then on the 15th in 1977, we would lose Antonio Rocca.
Antonino.
Antonino. Oh, so sorry. Do you know what? When I did these notes, I was like, don't say Antonio because I kept doing it in my head. But Antonino Rocca, my bad. Who's Hall of Fame member in 1995. we've got birthdays though.
Oh,
We do have birthdays.
Oh, come
Let's
on.
do it. So, we've got loads of birthdays actually. So, on the 11th, happy 52nd birthday to Pitbull
Number 1.
Gary Wolf. Happy birthday.
The one with hair.
Right.
Yes. On the 11th,
I think that's right.
I was like, is it? Yeah, he was. On the 11th, happy 39th birthday to Johnny Moss. Whoa.
A man I've never, ever had a non-awkward interaction with backstage.
Really?
No, it's just we're very different people.
Aw, I love Johnny Moss.
He seems like a nice man, but there was one time when I went into I was charging my phone in one of the dressing rooms or something, and the way the room shifted around, it ended up just being me, Johnny Moss, and Doug Williams, and I was just like,
You're like,
oh, how
dear.
And then I was like trying to make small talk or something, and I was like, oh, there was a spot in the other match, and they both went, spot? That's a newfangled term. I was like, everyone says spot. You're just trying to haze the
I have one of those with Doug at Wrestlemania Con. Had a few
really?
pints, was feeling a bit,
But boisterous.
went outside for a bit. He was there, just went, all right, Doug. And he went, hello. And he went like, as if he was going to speak again. And he didn't. So I turned around and walked back towards him. And I was like, looking forward to your match tomorrow, Doug. Like an absolute arsehole. It's like, just swallow me now, ground.
Also with
Love Doug so much.
another Johnny Moss one for his because it's his birthday.
I was gonna say.
I had to come out once with, do you remember when he was tagging with Liam Slater? They were the tag champs. Swords of Essex are in the ring, healing it up. I come out where me, Liam, and Johnny are waiting in the wings to come out and interrupt them because I'm like the assistant GM, right? And music hits and stuff. Liam's like, "Where's the tag belts? We've just not brought them." And then Johnny's like, "Oh." And then Liam has to run back to the dressing room bit. He gets back just in time. And then we get out there. And then I'm meant to cut more of a promo after they've talked. But Johnny Moss just grabs the mic off me and goes, oh, piss off. And I had to just sort of stand there waiting and be like,
oh.
can I have the mic back now, please?
Thank you.
Good guy, Johnny. Look,
Oh, I do. I love him. Well, happy birthday.
now a coach.
Yes.
For
Doing very
NXT.
well for himself. And I'm very proud. Proud of him. Pleased for him.
All right, ma'am.
Moving on to the 12th, would have been 96. Mae Young.
Yeah,
Young. Love it.
bit of a ledge.
Totes. Also on the 12th, happy 38th birthday to Hideo Itami, or Kenta, as it's popped down here.
I find him adorable, you know.
So do I.
Have you seen
Such
the
a
stuff
wee angel.
with the Iconics bullying him?
It's
I've not
scandalous,
watched
that. He's just on an aeroplane, wanting to sit down, have a nice quiet flight. They're like, how are you, bloody boy? I can't do it. Just sticking a phone in his face.
Good eye,
Poor man,
Hitayo. Say hi to the fans. And he's just like, oh.
You're my best friend. Oh, I can't do it. What am I doing here?
I love the Iconics though, they're so funny. But happy birthday. On the 12th, also happy 47th birthday to Nunzio. On the 12th, also, it's a busy day on the 12th. Happy 40th birthday to Nadia.
Winner of Tough Enough.
Tough enough.
Had an orgy
What?
on SmackDown.
What?
Do you remember the Indecent Proposal matchup? Where if Jamie Noble won, he got to sleep with Tori Wilson. And then somehow, someway, I forget this part. But in the end, Tori, Nydia, Billy Gunn, and Jamie Noble have an orgy.
Why is Billy Gunn involved?
Because he was like Tori's man at the time. I don't know if they were like together or not, but you know.
Do not remember that.
Yeah.
If I've watched it.
There was quite a funny segment in a hotel room where Jamie Noble's like just in his boxes and a cowboy boots and a hat. If that's your kind of thing, go and watch it.
How you've remembered that? No idea.
Because it's right up my alley, Jen.
Oh God. Moving on to the 13th. Happy 34th birthday to Matt Jackson.
My favourite of the Young Bucks.
Is he?
A bit funnier.
It's his
Yeah.
birthday. You're allowed to say that.
Yeah.
On the 13th, this was you looking
Yes, it
proud
was.
you are. Ross has kindly written down on the 13th the 1 year anniversary of the Yip movement, making Shane McMahon into a human whale.
One of the best segments on last year's WWE TV.
I love
Start to end.
I love
The Yep
the
movement, I forgot that was a thing.
And so did I.
Yeah.
And then
Owens
when I
and
read
Zayn.
this,
Owens
I
and
was like,
Zayn.
that was amazing.
Yeah,
I
the
want
Yep
one of those
movement.
t-shirts so bad.
Can you describe the human whale?
So yeah, they did the power bomb to Shane on some sort of iron thing, metal thing, and then he made a funny noise and a funnier face,
I was going to say it's his face.
and it was fantastic. It's still my we have a messaging thing here. It's my profile picture on
Is
this stuff.
it?
Yeah.
You're such a riot.
You sound such a riot.
You are a riot.
Oh,
You are
fucking
a
old.
riot.
I thought you said wrongin'.
No,
Such a
riot.
wrongin'.
Such a diddler.
No, you're not a riot. But yeah, very notable, like the Yip movement.
Happy
was
anniversary on the
There you go.
13th.
On the 14th, happy 45th birthday to Santino Marella.
Yeah.
45.
Wonder when Santino was born? That's a good question.
45 years ago?
No, Santina.
Oh, Santina.
Santina.
All right. Oh, yeah, 45.
His sister.
On the 14th, happy 55th birthday to Brian Clark, or Alan Baum, or the
Chronic.
Night Stalker. On the 15th, 77, the Iron Sheik.
Yeah.
Also on the 15th, happy 29th to Jordan Devlin.
Yeah.
Also on the 15th.
Whoa.
Yeah.
How young's this lad?
I know, I actually did not.
It's
It's
disgusting.
So young. Yeah. So MJF
Bully.
is 23.
Salt of the earth, that guy.
Arsehole.
Salt of the earth.
Calling Conrad turkey tits and stuff like that.
Have you not seen
Disgusting.
on the Being the Elite, or is it on the Nightmare Family? The building up, the new thing is that Cody doesn't realise that MJF's a heel.
Yeah.
He said, salt of the earth, that guy. And then he gives him like a steak or whatever, and he walks off, and MJF like teases Pharaoh, the dog, with it, and then just throws it away. Cody comes back, he's like, wow, you ate that steak quickly, buddy. He was like, oh, it's delicious, yeah. Cody walks off again, and he's like,
So cheeky.
what a bastard.
Only 23.
You can't get heat from being harsh to a dog. That's too far, that, slightly.
Oh, you can get plenty of heat from being harsh to a dog.
Okay.
Definitely.
Imagine if he's kicked Pharaoh.
Oh, I'd kick him. I'd kick him. I love Pharaoh.
Pharaoh
Looks like
is
the
a-
most gorgeous wee
Yeah.
thing in the world. Like,
Feel sorry for his other dogs. They get a lot of the shine.
The Cheese
taken away.
Boys.
Yeah. Are they both called
Monterey Jack and
Pepperjack, maybe?
Cheddar.
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 I remember once.
Freedom.
I remember once someone asked him to rank the dogs on Twitter, and they were like, "Rank your dogs," and he did. He just did. He was like, "number 1, Pharaoh." Number 2.
That is awful. Oh, it's like children. Listen. Moving on the 16th, the happy 55th, Henry O'Godwin.
Hog.
On the 17th, happy 52nd to Billy Corgan. What are you laughing
Have you
at?
heard the song "When the Guy from the Smashing Pumpkins Can't Find His Car Keys"?
No.
I won't sing it because it's got swearing in it, but just you have to listen. If you know how he sings.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to-
I'm like,
oh,
well, okay, definitely.
Sounds like a cat being strangled.
Oh.
It's basically.
What you think Billy Corgan does?
Yeah.
No, he does not.
Yeah, he can hold. He hits the right notes.
I think he's brilliant. Oh, smash.
Have you met him?
No.
Oh, it seems like someone you might have met through your wrestling, like
No.
like
I wish.
connections.
You're looking
No,
forward
I
to
know-
Goldust being a good friend by the end of the week?
No. Yay!
Added to the list.
It must be weird, just like every wrestler you meet being your pal, because it hasn't happened for me. I don't know about you, but
Wait,
It's
everyone
not exactly like
everyone but Meltzer.
pal.
everyone but Meltzer.
Melted didn't remember her name. Did
Nobody
he?
liked
He
her.
didn't, but he liked
The
me.
expressive face.
He didn't remember mine, and I've interviewed him once. Never mind.
Sorry, give me a wee shout out.
It's fine.
That's fine. That's all good.
Didn't even recognise me.
I know Billy Corgan's best friend,
Do you?
Big David Lagana.
I thought you were going to say Courtney.
No,
Okay.
David Lagana. Anyway, on the 17th, also happy 40th to Samoa Joe.
Senior Joe.
Oh, and then would have been 44 on the 17th. Also, happy birthday test. So that has been this week in wrestling, and sad that it's your last.
I don't want to go.
I know. I was like, no, you could have been a wee bit nicer to me, but never mind.
I was explaining to someone the other day, I can't remember who it was, but they were asking why the series was coming to an end, and I said, well, because we've done every week in wrestling. We can't just do.
Yeah,
we'd
the
only have-
last year. in
Here is what
wrestling.
happened in 2018.
Yeah.
This week in wrestling.
That would be a very boring show, I think. But it's been fun, Ross.
Yes, it has.
Until our cooking show commences.
Well, it's out soon. The cookbook.
Let's do
Get
it.
amongst.
I'm telling you.
Get
let's do
amongst.
it.
Get amongst. Get amongst the
Is
cookbook.
that what they say?
That's what they say out there.
Oh,
The Geordies.
I thought you meant. I thought it was a Scottish.
What
thing.
does it mean, like getting amongst
Get amongst
it?
it.
Getting amongst
Yeah,
it.
just open the book and dive in
Have
and
you
get amongst
seen?
it.
Have you seen Scottish Pokemon?
No.
You know people dub like Scouse, Fireman Sam, whatever, Teesside, whatever. There's a Scottish
I've seen
Pokemon.
this.
It's really good. It's just
It's amazing.
Ash teaching like a girl how to be a Pokemon trainer or whatever, how to catch a Pokemon. And he gives her Pikachu. He's like, "Do you want to go and fight for a wee man?" And then Pikachu's like, "Aye, right, mate, no bother." And then
Name on, pal.
and then there's a bit where like off camera you hear Ash be like, "Tell wee man to do a quick attack." Stuff like that. Pikachu jumps up to do like a thunderbolt or whatever, and he goes, "I'm your dad." It's really good.
I love
It's
it.
very
Need
good.
to see that.
Yeah.
Anyway, Cheerio.
Bye, Jen.
So that has been This Week in Wrestling. If you want to follow me on Twitter, you can do so here. If you like what we do here at Cultaholic, then please join our Patreon at patreon.com/Cultaholic. And most importantly, don't forget to subscribe and join us.